I'll tell you, they don't make Hustlers like they used to. That's for damn sure here. If you've been following me, actually, let me, I finally got the battery here to take a charge. All right, a lot of people have been having issues with their Hustler batteries. All right, you know, I'm going to give you the best way to take care of this, guys. If your battery is still able to work properly, first of all. Now, you saw, I should have put this, if I could find a video, maybe I'll put it, but I had a lot of oxidation on this terminal, and it pretty much destroyed this battery. The only way I could start this mower was with a jump charger, all right? But after running it, you know, for a couple days, it charged the battery up, so now I don't have to use a jump charger. I was actually just about to replace this battery, but by the miracle of the Lord, it's actually working properly. But a lot of people have been having huge oxidation on this positive terminal here. All right, the best way to take care of that is just get yourself some multi-vehicle high temperature grease. All right, usually it's red. They also make, you know, battery terminal grease, but this stuff is just as good. All right, you take a little and you put it on all the metal components here. All right. Right, do it for both, even though the negative doesn't seem to have any issues. Obviously it doesn't hurt. And really make sure you get underneath, guys. All right, don't worry about it globbing up. All right, that should definitely help. All right, again, multi-vehicles automotive grease usually is more than enough. You know, this is a lot cheaper and you get a lot more than some of this battery terminal grease. This stuff works just as well. All right, load it up. Make sure you get all the metal, everything. I'll tell you too, guys, the paint or the cheapness of these Hustlers too. Now, obviously, if you're familiar with Hustler, you know, it used to be a great commercial grade product. All right. Around 7-8 years ago now, they entered the big box stores, right? And that's kind of when it started. Now, I'll be honest with you. I had two Raptors, not SD, not SDX, and I beat the living crap out of those mowers. If you've watched me throughout the past 10 years on YouTube, you've seen a lot of videos of the Hustler Raptor. All right, now this is the SDX. Again, they made this mower for 1 year. Okay, 2017 or 2018. Probably 2018. I don't know. Yeah, 2017. All right. Took a year off. They didn't make it. But you still could get it in their Big Dog platform. Now, if you're not familiar with XL, all right, XL, they're based in Kansas. They're the company that owns Raptor, right? Raptor Mower Company, or yeah. And they also own Big Dog. They are identical mowers in every way possible, except one is yellow and one is red. Now, Hustler, I mean, the big dog might have a little bit different seat, but besides the seat, they are identical. All right, frame wise, construction wise, design wise, engineered wise, it's hydro wise, mower, engine wise. One's yellow, one's red. That's it in a nutshell, you know, and a different seat. But again, 2012, I think they kind of hit the big box stores. They were actually for 2 years, they were available at Home Depot. And for some reason that relationship ended, and then they were only sold at Lowe's. Now you can't get these at Lowe's anymore either. So they're not really sold in any big box stores anymore. And hopefully that is good. Okay, because I can tell you, as the years went on, the quality of these Hustler mowers, I guess to penny pinch to make a profit, you know, being in a Lowe's or Home Depot, you have to make shortcuts. I have no idea. But the paint on this deck is absolutely unbelievable. All right. And I didn't even use this mower last year. I had a totally different mower. I used this thing for maybe like 30 hours last year. So it's not like it's been really beat up or anything. All right, I mean, look at this. Great job, Hustler. You know, now if I paid $4,500 for this mower, which is the MSRP of this mower, believe it or not, it was like $4,500. I only paid $3,000, and $3,000 out the door from a Lowe's up here. But if I was to spend almost $5,000 after tax, and within a year, my entire deck paint was coming off, I would not be too happy. All right, and this seems to be a problem with all these SDXs that were really produced after 2017. So I don't know if they've changed it, if they've changed the way that they powder coat these decks. But as you can see here, and you know, the paint for this stuff, I got to see if Excel will send me some paint, because I'm not going to be happy if I got to spend $50 for a can of spray paint, because, you know, after a year, I got, look, these things are junk, guys. You know, I don't even know if I can recommend these Hustlers anymore. Not that I really recommend them, you know. Listen, for the money, and I'll still, you know, the Hustler Raptor. But you got to remember the whole scenario when Raptor came out. They had features that nobody had for the price, right? When the first Raptor hit Lowe's and Home Depot, you know, $2,700 for the 42-inch, and you know, you had a fabricated deck. Now everybody's in this ball game. You know, you go now, Arians, they got mowers at Home Depot, fabricated deck. You know, Toros, obviously Husqvarna, I think, are at Lowe's. But, you know, there's also Gravely, who's making a nice, you know, 2800 hydro, 2200 hydro, entry-level mower with fabricated decks. But, and, you know, they finally opened the deck on the new Hustler Raptor. All right, so that's a good thing. And that was the only reason why I got this, because this was... Now this is on every Hustler. I think 2019, starting last year, they had an open deck. There used to be a bar. Actually, my man SD, what's it, Jersey Customs, he cut his off. I told him, like, go get an angle grinder and cut it off, and he did, and it's made an amazing difference for him. I think he has like a 2015 SD. Now that being said, you know, there's just, I think there's better mowers out there now. You know, everybody's in this 3100 hydro, 2800 hydro market, right below $5,000. That, you know, I loved my Liberty Z. I loved it. The best mower, small, compact, quick, good enough, right? Obviously 2800 hydro, so you can switch out the oil in there. I think my man Tony's Lawn Care, I think he finally got rid of his Skag Liberty Z, but he had like 600 hours on his. I had like 200 in one, I don't know, I think I had mine for like a year and a half. I think I had like close to 200, 180 or something like that. So, you know, the Skags really, they're the bomb. They really are the bomb. But besides the battery issues, all right, and obviously the deck paint issues, you know, it's been fine. It's got a Cowie. So, I don't expect any issues. A lot of people are having issues with the hydro, with these newer Hustlers, but I haven't heard any issues with any of the older ones. I don't know. Now, remember, this is the 2017 SD. All right, so this has 2800 hydros. If you do get the new one, the 2020, you got 3100 hydros. All right, and you got some big bite tires or something they call them. But these tires are way too big for this mower. You know, it's just not needed. You know, that's what I liked about the Skag. You had 20-inch tires in the back. You know, I think 11-inch in the front, or I think these are 13s. Yeah, these are 13s. You had 11 in the front. These things will just, they knock the grass down so bad that I got a double cut on a lot of properties. And it just doesn't have the lift, so it pushes it down. And this mower is not that light. All right, and it tears up the grass being this big. But, you know, you're trying to make a statement, right, with a lot of these mowers. So they put stuff on them, you know, like these big, huge tires in the back. Now they got these big bite tires, whatever the heck they call them. You know, it's just not needed, you know. But they want to make it look rough and tough. Oh yeah, this is great. But you end up having issues. But anyway, that's really it. Again, this is totally different. Well, not everything's actually the same design-wise, I think. You know, what's great about the Hustler Raptor now is they also kind of have a foot-assisted deck lift. All right, so that was a big jump up for them. And of course the open deck. But I just think there's better mowers to get at this price point. But this is fine. It cuts, and it actually stripes pretty good. But that's it. Yeah, so I can't really comment on the new one because it's really kind of 3100 hydros. This has 2800. Obviously the tires are different, but besides that, I think they're pretty much exactly the same. The deck might be a little bit different. I think it's a different deck, to be honest with you. But you know, for 40, I don't know how much that one is now because it does have bigger hydros. But you know, just be careful. You know, I definitely have noticed the quality of the Hustler brand go over the past couple years. So we'll have to see if that changes. Hopefully it will. And now they're not sold at the big box store for some reason. I went on Lowe's.com to look, and they had no more Hustler mowers, man. So I don't know what's up with that. But we'll catch you on a flip.